Hey guys, welcome to FT STEM. This is Jake Marshall, and today we're going to be going over the lesson creator with New Teachers Hangar, and how to share that with your students and how to use it in general. It's a great tool to use to get some quick lessons across to your students, and there's also lessons that are in there that you guys can also use to guide your practice. So for me, I've already got my first 2 weeks done within the FT STEM curriculum, and now I'm kind of wanting to let the kids kind of go off on their own now during our scheduled FT build days, which I'm going to give them Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I want to create a lesson, and I've already prepped one for this video, but let's just go into the lesson creator within our teacher hangar, and you'll see all the lessons that we have for you as a teacher that are developed through FT STEM. Now let's say I don't want to use any of these, and I just want to look at my own that I've created. And as you see right here, I'm a brand new teacher using the system this year too. So I've got one lesson that I created that I only want to use for my class. And if I feel like, maybe there's a big need for this lesson for other teachers to use, then I'll share it out, and I can share it out as an exemplar. I can go in and share it out through here as well, so that other teachers can see it. But let's go ahead and create a new one just so you guys can see what it's like. Here you would obviously, you'd put in a title that represents the lesson that you're trying to accomplish. Put in your hours, your details, your school level. This is mainly just to kind of keep you organized, but it's also so that if you do submit it as an exemplar, so here's where you set it as an exemplar, that when teachers are searching for that specific grade level, you already got it. It already goes there, as well as the learning strand. So if this particular lesson is an FT workbench, or a skill that's being done within Build a Fly or Inquiry and Design and so on, you would pick the correct learning strand there. Thumbnail's kind of cool. You guys can add whatever picture that you need. I'll just add a picture of a plane here, and it'll put the plane in there, and so it kind of represents that lesson, so the kids will know. And then you can put your standards in there. So standards, you can place your own schools and district standards or your own state standards. And even I've had some questions about teachers out of the country. Yeah, this is where you can put your own standards that meet that lesson that you're trying to get across. For our standards, I'm just going to go into, you go to flighttest.com and you click curriculum, you get, K through 3, 4 through 6, middle school and high school. If I just downloaded the middle school, I have now the middle school curriculum overview map that can guide my practice. And of course, if you see here, I have the standards on there as well that I can pick from and highlight and copy. Not that the students really care, but sometimes it's kind of important to show them, like, hey, here's the reason why we're doing this. As well as, if you're a first 1 through 3, 1 through 5 year teacher who's still being observed by your administrators and they need lessons, what standards are you addressing, this is a perfect way to get this lesson done and share it to them before you guys actually go in for an observation. Objectives, this is where what do you want to accomplish within that given period or that given time frame of this lesson. Materials is what is all the kid needs and what all do you need to accomplish this lesson. Now I like to put in pictures and links. You can easily attach pictures to this. So let's say you definitely need a servo in this lesson, and you list the servo and what kind of servo. Or maybe you even want them to go to a certain link. Let's say go here. Maybe you want them to go to a specific flight test link. You can click here, click the link, put in there, open in a new window, and you're good to go. So materials is pretty self-explanatory. Summary, this is for you. This is when you are done with the unit and you've completed it. This is where you can come back and kind of give yourself some reflection, time to say, hey, this is what went well, this is what didn't go well. What can we do to make this better next time when I deliver it. And then you get your activities. So, step 1, students get out paper. Step 2, you can add steps along the way. You can move them, you can hide them, you can say, no, I don't want this step anymore, and you can say, remove this step. And within the step, you have all the same editing characteristics. You can change the style of the lettering, simple, bold, italicized, and underline. You can even copy something in, which we don't really suggest, but you can copy something in and you can say remove the font, and it will just strip away whatever you've copied from another website, so that you can then edit it within the parameters of this editor. You can change the colors of the background, you can change the colors of the text. You've got your bullets, you got your order list, and within this you've got your paragraph details, and of course you've got your line height. You can add tables, and like I said before, you got your links, your pictures, your separators. I like using these, and you'll see how I did them. And then your video, you can actually insert your video and kind of go from there. So it's a really, really nice tool. You can save it, and you can even add attachments. So if you want to do attachments, maybe you have like a certain file that you want to attach to this lesson that the kids can download from you specifically. So instead of putting it on a website and saying, all right guys, I'll go to this document to download, you can just say upload your own, put in a title, put in a summary, choose and upload it, and then within my documents you would have your document here that you can now add to the lesson, so that the kids, when they see it, they can then download it too and use it as for the lesson. So the lesson creator is very useful. It's perfect for entry-level teachers to kind of get them guided, because once you get going, more than likely these are going to be quick glances, just quick checks for understanding, so that you can better prepare your teaching. Now let me go into the lesson, a completed lesson that I just whipped up, that I need to execute this Monday. And I called it Choosing Your Pathway. So if I said view here, I can now view the standards. Here's the standards I put in there. The objectives is that I'm wanting the students to identify what learning strand they're in within the FT curriculum, and I want them to begin to pick a project that they want to work on over the next 2 or 3 weeks. And so I have my next steps in there for them. I wrote it in a way that the kids are going to read this, and even for the materials, like I said, I like to add pictures. Here's what they'll be looking at when they go to build plans. Here are some of the power packs that they're going to need to identify, like what do they need, because if we don't have it, they're going to have to either we have to buy a new power pack, or we have to then let them choose a different project. They need their build kits, which we always have, CAD software, which all of our laptops in our classroom have, and it's a free download. And so here's the activity. The first thing I want them to do is identify where on a learning strand are they, and I put down in a note, all of them are going to be in FT Workbench because we're all learning skills, but are they just now getting in the hobby? Are they build to fly? Have they gotten into it before? Are they, is it time for them to kind of take a design and reshape it in a way to get a different outcome? And are they in it for a brand new problem that they have to find a solution for? So I give them some examples. So if they are a build to fly, here's where they're going to go first. They can watch a video, and of course now they can move to finding that plane. Once they found the plane, then they'll be set to go all the way to the end. Inquiry and design. Here's an example of a student who did an inquiry and design to all the way to engineering and designing their own product. Whatever it is, here's what they have to do with me at the very end of the period. They have to, via Messenger with our messaging system, if they are build to fly, they need to complete a plane name. They need to give it to me. They need to state the reasoning for the build, because maybe it's going to lead to something else. I just want to know their thought process. Inquiry and design, complete plane name, maybe what's the associated plane design that they're going to work with it, reason for the build, and then engineering, what is their problem, because they might come up with something that we just simply can't do. And so I want to make sure that I guide them in the right path. So once they have this, then I kind of have an idea of what their interests are. I have an idea of where they're going, and then I can best best serve them, get their build kits ready, get some laser cut stuff out ready, so that we can get started on these Wednesday, Thursday, Friday builds. Now, before I finish here, I'm going to go back to lessons here, exclude this. Now I want to share this. I'm going to go to share, and I want to share it with my kiddos who are in my group. And there's a couple of kids in my group, so I want to do Cody Thompson, Kyle, Jaden, Tyson, Delaney, Sam. I want to do Jarrett and Kay. Let's see, Aiden and Max, Riley, Jillian, and let's see, Greg, no, Kai, no, Kelly, Hunter, and Zach Rakowski, and Kenny. I should be good. I'm going to say share. Now, they all got this lesson. They're all ready to rock and roll. So as soon as I come in on Wednesday or Monday to come teach them, I'm going to say, guys, go to your hangar, go to your lessons, and now they will see choosing your pathway, ready for them to execute. I'll be able to work with them and follow the lesson plan, and then we should be able to have the next couple weeks planned out for us. Well, friends, that's how you use lessons. It's a great tool. Like I said, we've got 70 odd lessons in there for you to guide you and get you going right off the bat, and then so that you can actually get in and make your own. And if it's worth sharing, share it. Let's put it on exemplars. Let's let other teachers see it so that we can continue to grow our background and our toolbox so that we can best suit the needs of our students. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.